When I was younger, I recall my parents telling me that rich people, successful people, they're all assholes. Today, I want to tell you the truth about what that means, why people think that, and maybe the way you should act to become successful yourself. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every single day to help you in growing your real estate business. And we know success leaves clues. If you do what other successful people do, you too can experience the same thing. However, failure leaves hard evidence. If you do what people that are failing are doing, you are most assuredly going to get exactly the same result. So growing up, I realized that, it is true. People that are successful, you've heard the term "fu money." They are the no BS type themselves. They don't put up with any bullshit. They want things a certain way, that type of thing. But here's what I've come to realize over the years, because I've been on both sides of the equation. I've been rich and I've been poor. Let me assure you, rich is better. But I've been on both sides of the equation. I've met thousands of successful people. And here's what I found out. They aren't assholes because they're rich. They're rich because they're assholes. Now, I know that's an overly broad statement. I know we've got a lot of people watching right now that would say, well, Greg, I'm very successful in my own right, but I consider myself nice and kind and gentle and all of those factors. Here's what I know. There's certain things in your life that if you get very firm about what you expect and what you don't expect, you're going to get a better result. As an example, let's say you're in a relationship, you're dating someone or even married to someone, but you're in a loving relationship with someone. If you put up with a lot of crap, you're going to get a lot of crap. You should expect that that continues to happen, that bad behavior, unacceptable behavior, whatever your parameters are, if that's continuously broken, you're going to continuously be in a broken or unsuccessful relationship. Well, the same is true in business, right? So if we go back to that relationship and you have hard parameters, this is how it works. This is what's going to happen. You must act this way. You must never do these things. You get those desired results. Now, does that make you an asshole? Not really. It's just what you're demanding for this portion of your life. Well, the same is true in work. So let's take the business mindset as an example. You've got 2 or 3 employees that are working for you. If they're allowed to come in whenever they want, they're late all the time. Oh, my kid was sick. My car doesn't work. I'm having problems with my boyfriend. My mom needed me to help her. I had to mow the grass this morning. I was waiting on a package. If that keeps happening, you're going to have a shitty business. The people that say, we start at 8:59 every single morning, you're to be here at 8:59. At 9 o'clock, you don't work here anymore. I'll promise you, first of all, in that relationship, that other party, they cooperate every single day. And they know there's no BS here. We're to be there at 8:59 every single morning. And that allows you to be more productive, to contribute to society, to help the families that we're helping with buying and selling houses. It helps you so much to actually get done what you wanted to get done. As I was thinking of this topic here this morning, I was thinking back to an office meeting that I had. I used to have office meetings every Tuesday morning with my team. I had a very small team, and I had a lead buyer's agent. He kind of managed everybody, so I never had to deal with him. I literally just did that meeting every Tuesday. So the deal was we started 8:59. Well, every Tuesday we have our meeting at 8:59. That means you probably ought to be here by 8:40. You know why? You might have a flat tire. You might get a speeding ticket. There might be an accident somewhere. You might get stuck by a train. Anything could happen. You might get stuck behind the school bus that day, right? Things can happen. So 8:59 is when we start, not when you're trying to get here. And in front of everybody, he didn't even show up at 9 o'clock. He didn't even show up at 9:01. I was absolutely appalled. He showed up at 9:03. You don't need to be in this meeting. I'll talk to you as soon as we're done. And we continued the meeting and we finished everything up and he was gone. Now, that's the sacrificial lamb, but let me assure you, for the next 3 years, not one, they were there at 8 a.m. because they understand these are the terms that we have to abide by. Well, guess what that meant? That meant that everybody's happy They're making more money. They love where they work. They have every option in the world. They can take their license anywhere they want. They love where they're at. We had the great family, the team, all of that great stuff, but they know what the rules are. So in that particular case, I was very firm. Those that don't believe in being firm in that one individual circumstance, being on time, would call me an asshole, right? No, just very demanding of myself and others, as we talked about yesterday. So your goal is to figure out what's going to make you most successful and to be very firm with that, to be incredibly firm with these are the rules, the parameters by which I will operate. That's true for yourself, for your team, for anybody, for your own actions every day. If you would be a little more firm with your own actions, you wouldn't have those problems. Okay. So, I think you'll find that as you start to firm up what it is that you're doing every single day, and you demand that of others, whether it be your spouse, your employees, your broker, your admin, your transaction coordinator, or more importantly, the big one, yourself, you'll find you'll be more successful. And it's not that they're assholes. They simply won't accept anything other than these rules. So as long as you follow those rules, they're the greatest people you will ever meet. And the same is true for you. You have certain things in your life that you will not put up with. Absolutely hard line, will not put up with. But as long as everybody falls within those parameters, you're the greatest person in the world. You mean well for everyone. You want to help everyone. You will contribute in every single way that you can. You care about people, but don't cross this freaking line. So you need to start drawing some lines in your business. Maybe for others, maybe for yourself. One of them may be that your spouse, because we all work from home nowadays, your spouse can't be bothering you. Your kids can't be bothering you. If you come in here, you're going to find out successful people are assholes. Don't be coming in here when I'm working. What are we having for dinner? Are you really going to ask me that? You tell me what we're having for dinner. You're never allowed to ask me again. When are you going to be done? The answer is never. That's when I want to be done working. Never. So don't ever ask me again. You already know the answer. We can write it on the wall if it helps you. I'll never know what's for dinner. I'll never know when I'm done working. Let's write it on the wall so you never bother me again. If you create those parameters, does it mean successful people are assholes? Or does it mean because you were an asshole, you were able to become successful? Now, for me, I don't call it that. I just say you're actually creating real rules and regulations by which we will work so that we can become successful. But I can assure you, because I will identify as that in 1,000 different examples. Sure, a lot of outsiders would call me that name, but that's what made me successful. I don't act that way because I'm successful. I acted that way, which made me successful. So embrace the firmness, embrace the rules and regulations, embrace your ability and willingness to freak the hell out on somebody if they're not doing what needs to be done for you to become successful in life. And that's what you should be doing. But, never let an employee tell you twice they don't really value being here. Never let a loved one tell you twice they don't really value being here. They tell you in a lot of different ways. Don't let them tell you twice. It's not good. But you also don't want to tell yourself twice that you're not real serious about your business either. So it might be that you need to firm up on what it is that you do, the excuses you allow for yourself, because you may allow those excuses. Oh, my car's broke down. Oh, I got to go do this. Oh, I'm just so busy right now. I got so many things going on in my life, right? Oh, I'm a single parent. Total bullshit. Every bit of it's total bullshit, because I got all that stuff. Every one of those. Everybody does. So excuses sound best to the person that make them. They sound hilarious to the people you're telling them to. It only makes sense to you. So if you will treat yourself like you were your employee, you wouldn't allow other people to do that. You wouldn't allow that at all. So your goal is to get very firm in what you're doing. An outsider would say you're being an asshole about it, or you're being strict about it, or you're being a bee or whatever, right? No, these are just the rules of engagement in business. It's how I operate from this point forward. But moral of the story today: rich, successful, happy people. They aren't assholes because they're rich or because they're successful. They became successful because those are the traits they had in certain parameters in their life. Again, I think they're the greatest people, the most charitable, helping, giving, caring people you'll ever meet. But there's certain parameters. Don't cross this freaking line, right? The same is true for your dog. My own dog. There's a whole lot of stuff I can do with my dog. There's one thing I can't do because it really, really makes her mad. Like really freaking mad immediately, instantly from a dead sleep. She's freaking mad. Well, those are lines. She's not being a bitch. She's not an asshole. No, these are just don't do this. And that keeps all of us happy. So I know that now. I don't do that. Well, if she was just mildly irritated all the time and I kept doing it, kept messing with her, well, then it would be a miserable relationship forever. Do you agree? Same is true for yourself, your employees, your spouse, anybody that's around you, your friends, your family members, people that aren't respectful of your time. All of these factors will come into play for you to create the success that you need for yourself. Every one of us has things that we're dealing with today. I'm doing today, as a matter of fact, I'm doing 27 videos, and I don't know what the hell happened here. I have acne. I now identify as 15 years old. I'm a 15-year-old with a major acne problem. So I'm literally going to be putting makeup on my face today so I can get these videos done. The show must go on. Now, I have had agents before. Oh my gosh, I'm sick. My face is puffy. I have a breakout of acne right now, whatever it is, and they'll make excuse. No, we're here to make you money. So we're going to do what we need to do. Stop making excuses for yourself. Let's become successful. I'm here to help you in any way that I can. Make sure you're following the channel here. Ring the bell. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Check out the video description below, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.